Everyone, Kim here with Abundant Life Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me for another Mystery Mystic reading. And in today's reading, we are exploring the disappearance of Allahnia Lenoir. She's a beautiful 24-year-old out of Atlanta, Georgia. Beautiful young lady. And she's been missing since July 30th, 2022. I'm recording this video on Saturday, August 13th, 2022. And her family is just beside themselves. Her loved ones have been searching for her, and they say that this is not like her to just disappear, to just go off somewhere and not let her family know. And so we're going to take a look at the energy surrounding her disappearance, see what comes up, and I'm going to do an opening oracle reading to see if it warrants doing a more deeper dive with the tarot and oracle. Right now we're just going to do an opening oracle reading and go from there. Please spread the word about Allahnia. Make sure that you are sharing her missing persons flyer on your social media, or at least, you know, talking about it, keeping her name out there, because that definitely helps. That little bit, you'd be surprised the ripple effects that it has when you keep missing persons' names out there and talking about them. Okay, so let's get started. Let's dive into these energies, and thank you again for watching. All right, let's get started. Okay, so Spirit, we are coming to you for divine insights, divine prophecy, your divine grace, your divine protection as we delve into the energy surrounding what may have happened or where Allahnia Lenoir may be. Spirit, divine ancestors. I'll show you all in a minute what we got coming up. Okay. Let's see, is there anything else you wish to share? Okay. I'll zoom in just a moment, you all. Allahnia, babes, what happened? Where are you? What can be revealed? Okay. Okay. All right, I'm gonna zoom in now so you can see up close what cards have jumped. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me make sure I zoom in nice and tight so you all can see that. There we go. There we go. Okay, let me show you what we're working with here. So the first card we got that kicks it right off, thank you, Spirit, it's Rat. Okay, you see that Rat card? A rat is amongst us in this situation, a traitor, someone who cannot be trusted, you know, someone who is diseased, someone who is just, you know, when they're in the situation, they tarnish the situation. They make it, you know, it's like one bad apple ruins the whole bunch kind of situation is what I'm picking up on here. a traitor, someone who may have turned on her, someone who that she thought she could trust, someone that she really valued and that she thought she could trust, that she felt safe around. Because I say that because of the Sun card. The Sun is sitting next to the Rat, and it's sitting above the coin. So I don't know what the reason she went. Okay, let me back up here. My understanding that she was going to a friend's house, and then they were going to go from her friend's house to some guy's house or guy's apartment. And it sounded like there was going to be multiple guys there. I don't know what the details are. All right. All I know is what I read in the news article. But whatever it was, she feels betrayed. The Rat card speaks to that. It speaks to, I feel betrayed. And when you feel betrayed, it's because someone you thought you could trust, someone you thought that was trustworthy, that you put your faith in, turned their back on you, and it was a traitor. Who is that? Who is it that turned their back on her? Okay. One of the associated meanings to the Sun card is friendship. All right. So a friend, maybe it was one of the guys. Maybe it was someone she was, going to, maybe, it was the friend that she was going with to the guy's house. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe they were going to meet up with another friend at this gentleman's home or wherever they were going. But it's interesting to me that the Rat card is sitting next to the Sun card, and one of the key meanings for this Sun card is friendship. That would say that there was a situation that is not trustworthy amongst a friend. Okay. This is also about life force, positivity. Maybe this person, even now, is showing that they are a friend to on outside appearances. They show that they're sunny, they're bright, that they love her. And they very well could love her, but there was something that caused them to turn. It's interesting to me, like, what would motivate a friend to be a traitor? Could it be money with this coin card sitting here? What could that be? The Sun card is also speaking to Allahnia maybe having now mental clarity about this situation. Understanding the situation for what it is, this friendship for what it is. I find that interesting. Okay. The Hat card is about self-identity. It can represent a sign of respect, a career change or a role played in one's life. So, remember how I was just mentioning before, what would motivate someone to turn on someone? Respect. Getting a leg up, being respected. But there's an underlying money motivator tied to this situation with this coin card. I keep going back to that coin card because it's sitting right underneath the Rat card. The coin card is about materialism, money, wealth, prosperity, trying to get ahead in life. And sometimes we do things for money that, that we normally wouldn't do if money wasn't a factor. That's interesting to me. This could be, maybe the situation is tied to Allahnia and her friend wanting to make money, and this turned into a treacherous thing. Someone who turned on them both. It could also be that whoever that they were going over to this guy's house, I don't know the name of the guys, don't want to know. It could be that they turned on them. Like maybe they portrayed themselves as someone to be trustworthy, someone that they, made promises of payment, or that we've got you, we're going to take care of you, and then they turned. And I think this friend is a fully aware, mental clarity about this situation. But this friend is in a hard place, a tough place with this Hag card. They can't really say what it is that's really going on. Or maybe law enforcement understands what's really going on, but they can't really come out in the public because it could put them in a precarious situation. Okay. And then we have the ribbon card. Seems like there was some kind of gathering, get together. I don't know. Were they going to do maybe some dancing for this guy, entertaining them? No judgments. It's no judgments at all. Maybe, for a fee, they were going to, keep the guys company for some sort of festive event with the ribbon card next to the coin card. Maybe that's what this is about. It's also about innocence. When I look in Allahnia's eyes, there's an old soul kind of energy there in some of her pics, but then in the one pic I'm looking at where she has her hair in a bun, there's an innocence that just kind of emanates off of her. And I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm not quite sure what it's speaking to, that innocence, but yeah. It is a symbol of hope, so that's good. Could that symbol of hope be that, she's still with us? That she, maybe she hasn't been harmed. Maybe she's okay. She's just not able to come forward yet. She's tied up with this ribbon card. Could be that, or it could be innocence lost. Someone taking her innocence away. And yeah, she could be a woman of the world, right? She could not be quote unquote innocent. But there's something about that. Feminine beauty, formal occasion, some kind of party atmosphere. And then we got the frog card. This is interesting to me because the frog card can mean a couple of things, right? It can mean transformation, a transition. And so that is, kind of alarming in such a reading as this. Someone could have caused the transformation, a transition. It's about disappointments. It's about learning disappointing news that perhaps the symbol of hope could be that you gaining information about finding her, but then it results in disappointing news. And one of the last key phrases or key meanings to this card is something unpleasant you need to accept. Something unpleasant you need to accept about the situation, about what may have happened to her. I do sense something tragic has happened here at the hands of someone who is a traitor, who turned on her. We'll see if there's any additional insights. Let me zoom out so you all can see me shuffling. Scoot this back. So you can see me shuffling this deck here. Spirit, any additional guidance? Long hair, so a female. Could be a female. I mean, I suppose a male that she's dealing with could have long hair, but it could also represent that there's a female, someone with long hair. Okay. All right, so let me show you these cards first. Long hair, intimate relationships, sex, romance, emotional ties. So whatever is going on here, I sense is directly involved in her disappearance. If they are trying, I don't know what the gentlemen at this place are trying to say happened, or if they are even speaking at all, but maybe they aren't involved. Maybe something happened after she was there, but I get a strong sense that her disappearance has resulted in her not like being around, okay? And it has something to do with sex or emotional ties or an intimate relationship. We've got Forest Path or Mossy. I know this is what, in Atlanta. I don't know the area very well. My son lives there. But it seems like a green place, like a city, but there's lots of green areas there. Okay, I'll show you all this. We've got thugs, dealer, and criminals. Thugs, dealer, criminals. Motorbike. Changed appearance, new hairstyle, different clothing, makeup, facial hair. Someone who didn't have facial hair at the time now has facial hair. Someone wearing, I'm putting this back in the deck. Someone wearing one hairstyle, changing it. Someone who had on, who has one appearance, and it also could be a persona. 1 minute they're appearing as a thug, a dealer, a criminal kind of energy, strong and mean, and then now they're looking docile and compliant and nice and meek and mild. It could be something along those lines. It literally could be that somebody is planning to change their appearance, to, you know, grow out their hair, cut their hair, wear makeup to cover themselves, to hide and move forward and move on. There is a criminal element to this, a dealer element, like thugs. It's just interesting to me. It's interesting. I'm going to pull from this deck because I do believe that some level of foul play has an involved. Spirit, you can give us additional insights. Perpetrator sustained a wound during the attack. That could be also part of the changed appearance. Motorbike could be that they had someone give them a ride, or literally that they rode away on something. Maybe they ride motorcycles. Maybe there's somebody who rides, they're into bikes, you know, motorcycles. I mean, it could be bikes, but it could be a distinguishing kind of, personality trait, that they really enjoy riding motorbikes or motorcycles. It kind of makes them even more edgy. I don't know about this one, but we'll see. We're going to lay it all on the table. So someone may, whatever they've done to her, and I am planning to do a more extended reading to explore what may have happened to her, where she may be at, because all that we get is the where in this whole situation is that she has been moved to a place that could be nearby their apartment, nearby her apartment, the other person's apartment, a forest path, a mossy area. This is just an opening oracle reading for me to decide whether I'm going to delve further into it, and I am sensing to do so. I don't want this video to be too long. We've got victim engaged in unusual behavior prior to the crime. This unusual behavior could be that perhaps she transformed. At first she was cool, but somebody reneged on giving money and she got mouthed off, and she raised up. She was no longer the pretty flower, the happy-go-lucky person. Now she raising up, and somebody was like, they're gonna check her. Or it could be that somebody didn't appreciate her hanging out with these thugs or this criminal element. Or it could be a boyfriend who's like a thug, a dealer, kind of criminal vibe to him, and wasn't feeling what was going on here. And he is the traitor in all of this. He turned. But somebody close to that situation, to her, turned on her and is the link to whom harmed her. They are the link. They are the ones that brought, and I can't help but to feel like it's like a friend who linked her to this group of folks who hurt her. It says the perp just passing through the area. What concerns me about this card is that it means that this perp doesn't really have any roots in the local area and can just pick up and move easily. Maybe they move from place to place to place to place, and they don't really have roots. And that's what is kind of concerning, because if law enforcement doesn't start to nail down the story of what happened to her, that this person who has caused her, who ultimately had a hand in what happened to her, will leave, will flee the scene, will go away and change their appearance. And because they are criminal minded, they will just pick up and do something else and probably will harm others. Again, I'm picking up that the rat card with the sun card is speaking to someone who betrayed her. And someone betraying you means usually someone like a friend. So anyways, I am going to wrap up. I hear that my husband is calling my name, so I'm going to wrap up here. We will come back to this. We'll come back to her reading in a couple of days. Hopefully there's more information that comes out. I'm trying to refrain from watching a lot of news stories about her case. I'm not watching any readings at this point until I do the next part, because I want to see how the rest of the cards read. But there's somebody who turned on her. And this also could be maybe the unusual behavior is that she doesn't, maybe she doesn't normally do this, or maybe she does. So anyways, thank you all so much. One moment. Okay. I had to wait for the door to close. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Much love, many blessings. And I will see you all around. And praying for Allahnia to be found and safe and sound. Hopefully, there's good news from this. But we'll see. All right, guys. Take care.